stream this. They're about to make their selection. Don't talk about the description. I'm changing that eventually.
At Cowtown Coliseum in the historic Fort Worth Stockyards. I'd like to welcome the young men who have joined us here tonight. This night represents a significant milestone in your careers. For some, it may be the first of many trips to All-Star Week. Perhaps it may even be the first step to a Hall of Fame career. Next week in Cooperstown, the Baseball Hall of Fame will welcome its class of 2024. For 21 seasons, including 8 terrific years here in Texas, Adrian Beltre was a fan favorite.
All right. So, pretty much the underdogs is Wetkenhort in Caledon for Florida. Caledon hit a lot of home runs last year. I think Burns had never won. Rayner, good high school player. Connor Griffin too. Cleveland Guardians are up on the clock. Cleveland Guardians did trade Chicago White Sox. I thought the Marlins were going to get this pick. They're the second worst. Just behind the Rockies. Here we go. First MLB Draft round pick.
They now return the 2024 draft to the Cleveland Guardians on the first pick.
Cleveland Guardians. They are up. Cleveland, you're on the clock. Isn't that a good thing? Isn't that a good thing? Oh my goodness, there's already 16 trackers. Are you serious, bro? Bro, stop tracking me. What are you even trying to find? Carlos Condon is a favorite for Georgia and Travis Bazana too. I think Bazana deserves to get picked after always. Cal Lugnon is a huge underdog. All right, we're gonna get my draft tracker to get everything up, and I need to get my needs. I need to get the needs and everything. So, Cleveland is first. Cincinnati is second. Colorado is third. Oakland is fourth. Chicago is fifth. White Sox. Royals 6. Cardinals 7. Angels 8. Pirates 9 after selecting Paul Skeens. In 10, the Nationals. I love that. A team that will select last is reigning champs, Texas Rangers. This order goes off the playoffs of last year. They already selected Paul Skeens in the middle of the 2023 MLB season. They always do this in the middle of the season for some reason. This will come in the other season. I don't know why they do it so early though.
If they say one is the smartest. Listen to every MLB game live.
Okay. Kansas City, St. Louis.
We'll see his future soon determined. The Guardians are the number one pick. We are rejoined on the set by Chris Kyle. And of course,
We are straight. I don't want to eat that. I'm eating something right now. I'm eating something right now.
So in baseball, it is not like football and basketball. Football and basketball, you just take the best
What?
player.
What? Why do you look so stressed? For later? I want to have shows, please. Pirates, Nationals.
Consider that player first. You know, he's perceived to be seven. I think they get a lower price. You have anything like it? We're talking about this. I think Jack Aguilar's the best player in this draft, and that's why I don't think Jack Aguilar's going first. So just to be clear, I don't think it's going to happen. But if I were picking, I would take Jack Aguilar. I think it's interesting. Last year, he took less than 70 to $90 million. This year's over 10. And so if there's a year where you look comparative to last year, the Guardians and say we like five different guys, I would suspect they're going to try to save a little bit on that first pick. I think you remember so to me, whoever they have number one on their board, they should take. Because I think they have plenty of money to play with to support high schoolers later. All right, the commissioner's about to come on. The Guardians have made their selection.
They have made their selection. Tampa Bay, New York. Here we go. The Cleveland Guardians have selected Travis Mazzana. I knew it. I knew Travis Mazzana was going to come up. Yes. I knew that was coming. Yeah. He's completely unfazed. He's completely unfazed on his reaction. Come on, man. Yeah, he's a great second baseman. Pac-12 player of the year, last player of the year that Pac-12 gave up. He hits dingers. That's his literal job. Cleveland's getting him. I can see him as a star. I see him as one. He doesn't hit dingers all day long. It's just saying he hits dingers in college. I don't really think he'll have the same tradition as Caitlin Clark, though. I mean, Paul Skeens has the same potential, but I don't think he has that. No thanks. Yes, please. And Travis Mazzana goes off the board like I predicted. He fell off so quickly. Here's Max.
You want me to throw that gum away?
I think I would.
I can't hear you.
I would.
Yes?
Yes. He usually hits one in the first baseman. He has hit 4 home runs at a VIP result. He's gonna be great in the draft. Cincinnati is on the clock with about 50 seconds to go. That's not too long, so the selection should be coming in shortly.
He's the first second baseman in baseball history to take number 1 in the draft. And that was the first day of Australia. That's never happened before. It's interesting when you look at the history of baseball in Australia. All-time home run leader, born in Australia, Dave Nielsen. Yeah, up to 30 of them. Travis Mazzano's got a chance to get a lot more than 30. He continues to go. That's his Oregon State career. He hit on it significantly more walks than strikeouts.
I think the Yankees have traded up. San Diego, no, not San Diego. San Diego has traded Miami, and New York has traded Milwaukee for their spots. Cincinnati,
ratio. You mentioned the idea that if you're his roommate, your OPS goes up 200 points because he seems to have this unique ability to understand what the pitcher is trying to do to the hitter.
Yeah, and sometimes he understands what the pitcher's really trying to do. His birthplace was from Australia. He's a lefty and righty. His class is a 4-year junior. He's 6 foot with 199 pounds. He's very young. He was born in 2002. He's only going to be 22. Phillies, Astros.
He might be in the big leagues next year. And also for the fans at home, what sort of pick the day here? Condon and Mazzano are going for the number 1 talent. This is doing the right thing, taking the best player, and when you got to pay him, and then getting a big leaguer next season. Cleveland made the right call. Biggest challenge for a hitter who had great success in college.
Arizona will take 31st pick, and Texas will take the other. The pick is in by the Cincinnati Reds. Colorado, you're on the clock. Oakland, Chicago White Sox, and Royals will be up right after. Pick is in. High schooler. I bet. First one. Ooh, that's a great pitch. That's a good snap. That's a great snap for Chase Burns. And they selected a pitcher. That's smart. Well, he does throw strikes. A lot of chases in sports. Chase Elliott, Chase Burns. He's not Skeens level though. He's not Skeens level, so I would not expect that. He has a chance. I think that's a good snag by Cincinnati. Colorado is on the clock. Oakland and Chicago White Sox. Royals up in the order after. And then was for St. Louis. Then for the Cardinals, Angels, Pirates, Nationals, Tigers, Red Sox, Giants, Cubs, Mariners, Marlins. Surprisingly, who made the playoffs? Milwaukee, Tampa Bay, the New York Mets, Toronto, Minnesota, Baltimore, the Dodgers, Atlanta, San Diego, New York Yankees, Philadelphia, Houston, Arizona, and Texas. No, thanks. That's the Rockies mascot dancing there.
And a lot of folks looked at the Rockies and thought they would then maybe draft Burns or Smith, a pitcher in Colorado. So Burns is off the board. The RPM, the spin rate, which we talk a lot about, is about 300.
Colorado was on the clock. Charlie Condon, I think, needs to go.
There's a couple of reasons for that.
Charlie Condon needs to go. Charlie Condon's got to go off the draft board.
So, if you say tomorrow, can I take you to get a haircut?
I would like to.
They did change a few things. Listen, he had 2 great years at Tennessee, so let's not get away from that. But when he went to Wake Forest,
Charlie Condon's probably going to get off the board because he's a great Georgia prospect. Or the Florida guy is going to get picked if not.
was a separation between a slider and a curveball.
If Oakland is the White Sox, get that.
You know what? I was going to buy some Reese's Cups.
Velocity is different. The use is different.
And they didn't have any of them
Even becomes more
that I usually buy.
I don't know where you had him in your mock draft, but it felt like this guy could
That
go
one.
anywhere from 2 to 7.
The JJ went to for West Virginia, the shortstop.
Oh my God.
Colorado, your pick is in. Oakland, you're on the clock. Chicago White Sox, Tennessee Royals, and St. Louis Cardinals up next. There we go. Charlie Condon is off the. What a great snap! Give that a. And then give that an A on the grade scale. Charlie Condon is a great third baseman. If you think about it, good third baseman. And I was expecting them to take Travis Bazzana. If not, I thought the White Sox would have. So Charlie Condon is off the board. SEC Player of the Year, second in full history for Charlie Condon. He was led Division I in home runs, 37, and bats average .443. You can't see his bat. Yeah, 37 walk to 28 intentional. So.
This year. You don't ever see that with superstar players. And a legitimate straight walk-on in Georgia. Not a preferred walk-on, just a walk-on to your blue-collar mentality. Yeah, that's not like the parents went to Georgia, right? Yeah. Going to Auburn, mom's a Vandy person, so dad can be a Tiger after this. But one thing that he was quoted saying, earn the pitch, earn the opportunity. Look at the red zone here. It looks like the monster from Stranger Things. It's just attacking the entire strike zone. Let's go back. We said this earlier. Langford played like 3 games as a freshman and was in the big leagues 2 years later. This guy couldn't play for Georgia. Not a game when he was a freshman. Not a game his freshman year. Sure did. And now he's going bananas through the SEC. And it's a guy that you can check out his metrics. This looks like a guy that should belong in the NFL. He also has a strength on San Francisco. He moves the strengths on court and stays away from those applications. Pretty sure he can still hit a bat. He's just not sure.
The thing is, I don't really watch college, so I do watch the MLB. Josh Pellengold, the White Sox, that would be an A. I put the White Sox in the A selection, probably even an A plus. If the White Sox selected Charlie Pellengold from Florida.
Not only for you, but for Australia. Why don't you share with us what your goals are with regards to not only your own career in baseball, but baseball in Australia?
I see a lot of opportunity, and I see an opportunity to make an impact on a lot of baseball players and a lot of just people back home in Australia, and hopefully change the narrative of baseball. I think baseball classics and Olympics are something that I want to see on the cards, and hopefully really compete there, but just give belief to the players back home to go do great things in the US and pursue a major league dream, and hopefully this is a step towards that.
Wonderful. I can tell you got a phenomenal support group behind you. Congratulations to you and all the people that have helped you along this journey.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. He's going to an incredible organization. He currently comes from an incredible family. And
Don't even try to make me.
Next up, minor leagues, not a long
That's still rude.
2019, when he was 16 years old, came out with his own
Selection is in.
fourth pick of the 2024 MLB Draft. The Oakland Athletics select Nick Kurtz, a first
Nick Kurtz.
the Chicago White Sox have the next pick. That's another guy originally recruited out of high school, the Bay of as a pitcher. Here last year because of injury, but we saw last year he is a legit left-handed hitter.
Good hitter, honestly, for the Wayman Deacons. 6'21", 6'5", 240 pounds. Definitely lefty with throws and bats L. Second time first team All ACC.
Right there, but it's the presence that he has at the plate. Nick Kurtz, since he's got his way for it, what he was able to do is hit the ball all over the place. You see the 6'5"
2014 captain.
and it's your top 10, and that's something that maybe in pro ball he's going to have to have a little bit of adjustment. But at the collegiate level, he was hitting everything opposite. If he slows, if he throws something solid, the full side straight right center. Was legit. And in his ballpark, a ballpark conducive, did a lot of home runs to his full side. He stayed true to his swing. Nick Kurtz, this could and will translate at the next level. Ray March, until April, the second week of April, he had 14 homers in 10 games. Yeah, he did a lot of his work in a couple weeks. He dealt with some injuries. This guy could have been 1-1 to start the year. I think it's a great thing for the A's. He's a very modern hitter. He walks a ton. He's going to strike out, but he hits the ball in the air 70% of the time. How about that, boys? Wake Forest with the number 2 and the number 4 pick, and they're not done yet here in the first round. Seaver King's going to go to the top 20 picks as well. But Nick Curtis is going to hit home runs, and he's going to get on base at a very high level in the big leagues. His coach, Tom Walter, said he's the best hitter I've ever coached. Walter's been around for a while. He's coached them. So Nick Curtis now going to the Oakland A's. Bring Justin on this. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I did say bring Justin on this. Beyond the thing that he had this year, there are some questions about his defensive abilities. How much does he have to grow in that side of the ball? I think he's more athletic than people give him credit for. I think he's 6'6", but he's rangy. The hands are there. Like Jackson, I would leave him alone at first. I think he's a better athlete than people. I think he's got a chance to be real good first base by the time it's done. I mean, the moves over there are right. He was comfortable at first base. That's where he wants to play for the most part. That matters. How much different is he than Cagliona? He's 6.
So I think Chicago's gonna take Leitherholt. It was gonna take Calganol. I think I can pass on Leitherholt. Save it for Kansas City. They got B. Witt in this year. So first round review: Travis Mazzatto for Cleveland, Chase Burns from Wake Forest for Cincinnati, Travis Mazzatto, Oregon State for Cleveland, and Charlie Condon, Georgia for Colorado. Got to best. And Nick Kurtz from Wake Forest to Oakland. Why? Why would you do that? You have enough pitchers. Why would you do that? Calganol. Why did the White Sox pick Hagen Smith? He should have been going to the Pittsburgh Pirates instead for 10th pick. Well, Hagen Smith, you didn't give that a C. I'd rather just pass that on for a team who... I'll pass it on for a different team, not going to lie. I know he is a good pitcher, though. Hagen Smith, welcome by batters or pitchers selected. James is the most similar to him. Is he a brother Corbin Burns? I wonder if he's a brother of Corbin Burns. I mean, he might. I haven't got any information on that. He's 7.3 strikeouts per 9 innings. D1 record. Royals are on the clock. Tick-tock. Nine for 2 along the 2.04 era. Here's 24 for 6 with 3.40 era and 360 strikeouts. Amazing for Hagen Smith, though. I mean, it might be smart. I think I'm going to give it a B minus. Now, Kansas City, you can take whoever you want. I mean, I don't really know who you need. I mean, it might be a pitcher. I mean, if you were to take a pitcher, the best option you would have is Cleo Montgomery's brother, Jordan Montgomery. Would be Cam Calminti from the Sagamore High School in Arizona. He's the best high school prospect. And trade the Savage for East Carolina. The farm system range is 25th. St. Louis and the Angels will be up after. And then the Pirates will be coming up right after. Nationals at 10. Then the Detroit Lions, the Detroit Tigers, Boston Red Sox, San Francisco Giants, Chicago Cubs, Seattle Mariners, Miami Marlins, Milwaukee Brewers, Tampa Bay Rays, New York Mets, Toronto Blue Jays, Minnesota Twins, Baltimore Orioles, Los Angeles Dodgers, Atlanta Braves, San Diego Padres, New York Yankees, Philadelphia Phillies, Houston Astros, Arizona Diamondbacks, and Texas Rangers. I love God. Those are the picks. They do need a lot of catching, so they do need a catcher. So the best pick for them would be Carter Jansen. I think they need to either pick Marcin Barnett or Jansen as their catcher.
But he's another pitcher. Anything you glean from the way the first five have gone?
Yeah, I think everyone wants optional starting pitching. That's why you see these guys move up the board. I think these teams are making these picks to the point that Jeff made earlier.
We'll see if the well is dry, though, because we've lost Burns and we've lost Smith. What comes next? It's the commissioner, the Kansas City Royals. Their pick is in, and he is set to announce the name.
And Royals have selected.
With the 6th pick of the 2024 MLB Draft, the Kansas City Royals select Jack Caglione and two-way player.
Jack Caglione from Florida. Smart. Why is this not charging? Jack Caglione is going to be great. I think he has a lot of potential. That's an A+. I'm going to give to the Royals for that. I wanted him to get selected. I really did. Thank you, Kansas City. I needed that. Jack Caglione. I love God for real, I do. Lion on. Maybe he might be the same potential as O'Neal Cruz. St. Louis, you're on the clock. The Angels will be up right after. the Pittsburgh, Detroit, and Boston, and then San Francisco Giants and the Cubs after. And then Seattle. Then basically goes to the playoff team for which is Miami. Miami was actually in the playoffs last year, but they lost in the wild card and got swept. They are not made for the playoffs. The Yankees were made for the playoffs. That's why they won multiple rings. About one winning 28. It's one of the oldest sports, along with hockey. Hockey, so basketball was the youngest, starting in about 1950. Jack Caglion is the Bryce Harper. Jack Caglion is basically the Bryce Harper of college baseball. Yeah, we saw Bryce Harper has almost the same swing. And Jack Caglion is a lefty, age 21, 6'5", 250 pounds. When I watch him in 2025, I'm going to be like, I'm not surprised. I would not be surprised if Caglion starts sending some home runs in or out of the ballpark, which also has the same potential to go off the ballpark. Bryce Rayner or J.J. Blankenship will go for St. Louis, probably. Or Griffin in Montgomery, maybe. He has 64 total home runs in the past 2 seasons. The farm system rank for the Cardinals are 19. They need a starting pitcher depth. I think I already know who they need. I already think they need a pitcher. So either Baker Scott or Tick Hence are more likely to get selected. I think Tick Hence is going to be the selection for the St. Louis Cardinals. That's my prediction.
It's going to be fascinating the next few Kurtz. Kansas City now says Caglione.
Yeah. I've had no high school prospects get selected, but Harvard Westlake might have a prospect. Is he either from high school or Division II? Jackson Prep also has somebody. That's Montgomery. Cardinals after selection in. J.J. Weatherholt, as expected for the West Virginia Mountaineers. Great pick. I'm going to give that a B for West Virginia. He's a Cowboy. His age is 21, he's 5'10", 190 pounds. Bats left, but throws right. So he's an LR. There he is in his Cardinals uniform. Second time first team All Big 12. 12. Missed 24 games with a hamstring injury for J.J. Weatherholt. This is very much college. I don't think there's a lot of high school prospects. Montgomery's coming from Jackson Trent. And yeah. Well, not Jordan. Jordan Montgomery's already in the MLB. I think he might have been a rookie for Arizona. And he only has 42 fantasy points. He has not been good. Terrible start for Jordan Montgomery. He should have been way better. Should have been one of the best pitchers for Arizona. Instead, Brandon Pafat takes over the franchise pitcher spot. Zach Gallen, maybe. I think Brandon Pafat has taken over that spot.
They're getting a baller, man. I can do it all. I can do a little bit of everything, and I'm a learner, so I'm super excited to see what the Cardinals can do to make me a better player, and I'm just excited to be.
2449, bat at Division 1. That's average, I mean.
What does it feel like to have the support system here and behind your back all season long and throughout your life?
Yes, sir. It's unbelievable. I wouldn't be the person that I am today.
Point 345 through 400 days, 7, and point 621. His mom is very emotional. 57 career stolen bases, 36 in 2023.
Fort Worth and Stockyards, hang around with the family, just get in a Texas vibe. I got it going on now, so we got to keep it going.
JJ, that's great, man. Congratulations on doing your thing.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We got a little taste of JJ earlier in the day. That's a kid uncomfortable in his own skin. He might not be the most scary hitter in the draft, but for my money, it's the prettiest swing. This dude's bat to ball move is as pretty as there is in this draft.
He can homer out of the ballpark. I think he's going to be one of the most hyped shortstops in this draft. Such an underrated player. I feel like he could have actually went number 1 as well for St. Louis. I mean, he is kind of tall for a baseball player. He will steal your bases. He is kind of like the if I were to compare him with a player, the best I can compare him with is Elliot Hughes. If I have a first high school person coming in from California, from Harvard Rainer, Brandon Montgomery from Texas A&M comes up at 4th, then gets at 4th, Montgomery at 3rd.
He said he does everything really well. He also has that ability not to strike out. And his strikeout rate was like 10%.
Since 2000, Alec Manoa was the other pick of 2019 for Toronto. He's not in the Toronto team anymore. I don't know what happened to him. Did he retire? I don't know. The farm system rank is 30 for the Angels. They are last place in the farm system. They don't have a great farm system, but if we're talking about Pixie, so the Angels, the Kevin Jana and Nelson Rada, they did a center field and right pitcher. Their franchise pitcher right now is probably going to be Tyler Anderson. Their franchise batter, I would say Mike Trout. He's on the IL right now. Kevin Pillar. I think they could also take Trey DeSavage. Cedar King, Cam Smith, over underdogs. They call him John. He's also a second baseman as well. And he grew up liking football, but he had to go to basketball. They need power hitters and have to middle defenders for the Angels. Pittsburgh, Washington will be up after. Rainer Griffin. Griffin from Jackson Brett looks to come in as another selection from high school. And Tibbs. And another high school pitcher with the Caminiti.
What's your go-to? What do you want to do? Gotta go on the golf course. Gotta try to find a pitching spot. But the thing is maybe I don't get much time off. So it's like when I get that time off, I want to go to a spot that I know I'm gonna get
Pick is in.
With the 8th pick of the 2024 MLB Draft, the Los
These picks are
Angeles
dropping like flies. Christian Moore. And it looks like Christian Moore's already coming up. Wow. I did not expect it that early for Christian Moore. Okay. We got even more. We got Christian Moore. I'm surprised, but okay. Welcome. You got it early. God, I thought they would select a pitcher. I guess pitchers might not happen until like top 10. I think there's going to be a lot dropping. He's from Tennessee. He was pretty good in the national championship against Texas A&M. But Texas A&M lost to Tennessee in a thriller by a 1-point game. And then that was it. Even though Texas A&M did have a good history. By the way, there was more consecutive college players taking a begin at MLB Draft. At 7, it was Spencer Torkelson, who was not successful. He's in Toledo right now. He's in Toledo. Christian Moore, 6'1", 200, whatever. Easy Vice 2018 outfit. 1992 Phil Nevin outfit. Spencer Torkelson is in Toledo. Christian Moore's 8'1", 6'1", 210 pounds. That's right. And throws right. So he's a right-hander. Second baseman from Tennessee. The Tennessee Volunteers for first national champ off the board. I thought high schools were coming in, but all of the first 8 picks were from the MLB. No, college. Men's college World Series hit for a second cycle all time since 1956. If you think about that, we saw Wyatt Langford get selected for Texas, right? And Wyatt Langford was successful. And he threw his first cycle in MLB in a long time. And now he has 2 cycles. Tries for our first team All SEC. He's great at throwing cycles. He can throw cycles for you, so the Angels might have a repeat like the Rangers. Might have the same thing, might throw a lot of cycles.
It's been a special year for you, winning the College World Series, and now getting to this point. What has this year meant to you in general?
It's been everything, it's been a crazy year, like you said, winning Natty, now all this, like I said, just trying to soak it all in and, just enjoy the moment, but it's been crazy, man, traveling all over, experiencing new things, meeting new people, but that's just part of the journey, man. I'm so blessed.
375 best average, 111 hits, 34 home runs, 74 OPS, all of his career highs that he had. So, yeah.
Definitely, man, like my parents, my brother, he kind of started all this for me, showing me the game, my parents.
Pittsburgh, you're on the clock.
A lot of kudos to them, always keep my head on straight and keep me humble.
Lastly, what are you trying to show the Angels as far as what you can do out there on the field?
I'm a winner, I'm a competitor, so I don't know what's going to happen the next 2 years, but I'll get a ring for sure. It's in my blood.
Well, go out there and celebrate, go do your thing, man. Great answers for a guy that mashed the ball in Omaha. And you look now at the Volunteers and Rockets on the Tennessee position players drafted.
Nick Senzel was drafted 2016 at second for Cincinnati. If you think about that, and Nick Senzel was pretty good though. He's been pretty good in the MLB. 186 career games, 23 38 bats average. But he sees people hitting sliders. He might hit some home runs, steals, whatever you can call it. Christian Moore threw recycle. Men's College World Series. Pittsburgh, you're up. There we go. Griffin, such an underrated person. First high school person off the board. And when you see it, he look like Jack Flaherty. He's age 66, 6'4", 210 pounds. Bats and throws right. So he's definitely a righty. Jackson Prep. He has one of the highest scouting index. He's from high school, so you'll see him wearing the MLB hat. You don't see those MLB hats anywhere. 2024 Gatorade National Player of the Year. He is 2024 Gatorade National Player of the Year for Jackson Prep. We have other prospects. Have you heard of Hogan Denny? I think he might even get selected here as well. And you might be surprised, but if he doesn't, he's going to Indiana as a catcher. Hogan Denny from Mooresville, he might be selected in like 11th round. I don't know why who. I hope he gets selected. I don't know. I want him to get selected. I want him to. He was Gatorade Player National of the Year in Indiana. Seattle also wants somebody. He might shorten up his swing though.
That's why I think the Pirates understand what they've got here. Pirates are making some news, man. They are absolutely a team to be reckoned with. We've seen it with Skeens. We've seen it with Brian Reynolds. And
Bryce Ranger for Harvard Westlake High School, California might be the next selection for Washington.
Celebrating.
Fun fact, did you know in the NBA draft, Nikola Jokic, his selection for the NBA was during the commercial break. They didn't know he was going to be a star. Hilarious fact to think about, though.
And with cricket, my bill is consistent, and I have unlimited data, so I can do what I love.
Unlimited data for unlimited cuteness. Smile, you're on cricket.
I'm going to end this